Welcome. Fade to Black breaking news for this Friday, May 9th, 2025. This is all of the news that you need. That's right. We have a special Friday edition. I'm Jimmy Church. This week on Fade to Black Monday, we were off. I was traveling. I was out in Wisconsin at the Contact Modalities XPO. And Tuesday, I had surgery, oral surgery, not surgery. So we were off air. Wednesday night, Dr. Bernie Beitman was with us, an amazing conversation on synchronicity. Last night, Chris Bledsoe was here, UFO of God. And tonight, very special show for this Friday. Haley Ramsey joins us, and we're going to be talking about Egypt's influence. Now, I do have three major events coming up. Three. Contact in the Desert is later on this month, May 29th through June 2nd, right here in Palm Springs, California. Links are below. Then I head south to Peru with Brian Forster for the Inca celebration of the sun. That's in June. We have it sold out. We have a second conference in November. All right. Then I come back for the PSI Games. That is August 1st through the 3rd, 2025 in Charlottesville, Virginia. The Psychic Olympics, the links for that and everything are below. All right, let's get to it. On this day in history, 1950, L. Ron Hubbard publishes Dianetics, and Scientology was created on a bar bet with Robert Heinlein. Yeah, here's your fader fact. That should be a fact. Here's your fader fact. 1958. Listen to this. In an episode of the TV Western Trackdown, a fictional con artist named Trump claims he alone can save Texas from a meteor storm by building a huge wall. When a Texas Ranger doubts him, the grifter threatens to sue. And you can check that out. You can vet it. And that is your fader fact. Very interesting, very fun. All right. Let's get to the breaking news. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has warned the National Weather Service of possible attacks from an armed conspiracy group targeting Doppler radar stations. The group, whose name I won't mention, no, not going to do it, is going after government radars because it believes they're being used as weather weapons. Yeah. A slain Arizona man's family used AI to bring him back from the dead for his killer's sentencing hearing. Some things you can't make up. Judge Todd Lang and the courtroom watched the AI-generated video of victim Chris Pesky that named and forgave the man who killed him back in 2021. That man, Gabriel Horcasitas, who was found guilty earlier this year. And after the AI video, he was sentenced to 10 and a half years for manslaughter, which was a year and a half more than prosecutors were seeking. So I guess that AI video had influence on the court and the judge. Interesting. Researchers at Oregon State University College of Engineering have made a significant breakthrough in the field of artificial intelligence with the development of a highly efficient chip designed to address the escalating power consumption challenges posed by large language model applications such as Gemini and ChatGPT-4. Looks like somebody is about to cash in. I'm just saying. NASA just pulled off a sky-high feat. One of its massive super pressure balloons completed a full lap around the world in just over 16 days. The balloon crossed the line on May 3rd, which proved that the high-flying vehicle can cruise steadily at extreme altitudes for both day and night. No word if the Air Force thought it was a UFO and tried to shoot it down. I tried to follow up on that, and I'll keep you posted. Apple is asking an appeals court to pause a U.S. district judge's recent ruling in a case which could determine the future of its highly lucrative app store. That's right, Apple. Judge Yvonne Gonzalez Rogers found last week that the tech giant willfully violated an order she had previously made in a case filed by Fortnite maker Epic Games. You know, Apple is going to do what they want. And that order, handed down in 2021, demanded Apple refrain from anti-competitive conduct and pricing and allow outside payment options in the App Store. Well, Apple said not so fast. Last week, she determined Apple doesn't give a crap. And we all know that Apple will do whatever it wants. Why? Because they can. And finally, well, I'm going to leave you with this. Check this out. Edwards Air Force Base, California, May 6th, 2025. The United States Space Force, the USSF, Space Systems Command, the SSC, and the Air Force Research Laboratory, the AFRL, have reached a critical milestone in advancing cislunar space situational awareness, otherwise known as SSA, with the successful completion of the Oracle M hot fire test right here at Edwards Air Force Base in California. Conducted from March 16th to March 21st, this test marks a major step forward in ensuring Oracle M's readiness for its upcoming mission to monitor and track objects as they traverse cislunar space between the Earth and the Moon. The Oracle M hot fire test at Edwards focused on the propulsion module, which has Hall effect thrusters fueled by xenon gas. All of this was made possible by the unique facilities and capabilities at AFRL Edwards, right, at Edwards Air Force Base. This stuff is going on right now in my neighborhood. The Air Force Research Laboratory at Edwards is the primary scientific research and development center for the Department of the Air Force. That's right. Right down the street, right here in Palmdale. That's crazy, and that's breaking news. Seriously. All right, that's all the breaking news that you need for this very special edition on Friday, May 9th, 2025. Fade to Black Breaking News is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. I want to remind you, tonight we are live on Fade to Black with Haley Ramsey. She's going to be here to discuss Egypt's influence. That's right, ancient Egypt's influence on the United Kingdom and the rest of the world. All of that and much more tonight with Haley. I'll see you then. But for now, all I've got is Go Backley Tepe.